Hi Aries, thanks for joining me for the September of 2017 reading. We're going to, as always, use the Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the tarot portion, which is my own creation, followed up with the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are also my own creation. And the other thing is we have over here, this is the Lots of Love reading. I use a different deck every month. I post them on Vimeo for a very small fee. This month I'm using the old Hanson Roberts, which everybody is a favorite. I used to use them on YouTube all the time. And we pulled some Lots of Love. It's a reading that focuses specifically on love. Okay, so now what is going on for our Aries? Let me move this over just a bit, give us a little bit more room for the reading. What's going on for our Aries friends in September 2017? Oh, the Lovers. Aries for 2017, September. Aries 2017. I want to keep saying 2017. I really need to say September. September for Aries. September for Aries. September for Aries. Aries, September 2017 readings. Well, some of you, this does seem to be a lot about love. And if you want more details, you might want to check out the Vimeo. But it's looking like some of you, well, here's the thing. Lovers is there, so some of you are real happy in a relationship. It very well could be that. But you can't help but notice we've got one person in reverse and one person upright. It feels to me, for some of you, many of you, that maybe you're changing, you know. The Two of Rods, whatever the case may be, the Two of Rods is in reverse. So this person is not a good partner for you when the Two of Rods is in reverse. It's right there. It could be your ex. Maybe you're getting over it. But it could also be a business partnership too. Especially when we have the Emperor here and the Hierophant. These are more career, work-oriented types of cards. But anyway, so there's this air sign person. And I feel like you're going to realize that you just really don't get along with them anymore. And that you don't really want to continue to hang out with them as much. It could be an air sign person, as I said, which would be an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. But also, it may be we are going to move, there's a change in the seasons, okay? We're moving into Libra. We're moving into an air sign on the 22nd. So it might be after the 22nd, after we move into air and Libra, that you find this, that you find out, look, we're not a good team anymore. We're not getting along. We're not working together well. We're not a good team. What was I going to say? Oh, as I said to one of the cardinal signs, which you're a cardinal sign, okay, I think feel these season changes more than perhaps others, because it affects you. Every time that the sun moves into a cardinal sign, that's when the seasons change, okay? So when, of course, when the sun moves into Aries, it's, spring in the northern hemisphere and fall in the southern, and so on. So as we move into another season, we're moving into Libra, which is fall in the northern and spring in the southern hemispheres. Everybody feels this shift and change, but you being a cardinal sign, it's called the cardinal ingress because it's as the sun moves into a cardinal sign. So you, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn are the 4 cardinal signs, and when the sun moves into any of those signs is when we have the change of seasons. So what I was just getting to, I feel like you you feel it the most. Yeah, you do have the Nine of Swords up here, but you've got so many other favorable cards. I'm not that concerned about it. But what I want to say is, like, you didn't come to this decision lightly. You didn't come to this decision lightly. You didn't come to this decision easily. This was a hard decision to make, because I feel like at one time you really liked this person, you really cared about them, but you're realizing now that maybe you need to cut them out of your life, or at least distance yourself from them, and it's going to require a healing time. It might be up to 4 months or even 4 years before you can really be around them and really be with them. You know, this is a 4 and this is a 4. We have 2 4s here. So it could have been a 4-year relationship, 4 months ago, 4 weeks. I get the feeling somebody's turning 40. I feel like somebody's turning 40, or even maybe they're 44 years old, but like maybe since they turned 40, like they're having sort of like a midnight crisis, or a midlife crisis, I should say. And they've just changed. You're not on the same path anymore. It's not that there's anything, you know, oh, they're a bad guy and this and that, blame, blame, blame. It's like we're not on the same page anymore. We're not on the same path. And it's okay because the Wheel of Fortune is here. Wheel of Fortune, I always bring this up. I didn't put it on my deck for no reason. It draws good energy. It's one of the most positive cards in the deck. But also it's the turning of the wheel. The seasons are turning. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season. I'm going to have to look that up. And a time in every moment. I'm going to look that one up. That's a good one. Turn, turn, turn lyrics. But anyways, the Knight of Cups seems to be bringing in this very favorable energy. And it almost seems like they're replacing this person in one way or another. Whether it's, and again, in all these readings, these general readings, it could be male or female. It's not necessarily these are 2 guys. It could be anybody. But it does feel like, here's the new one. You're out of here and they're in. Could be best friend, could be business partnership, could be somebody you work with, could be your main love relationship, especially since the lover showed up here. But the Wheel of Fortune, it's a destiny, it's time, it's destiny, it's timing. When somebody shows up by the Wheel of Fortune, they're somebody that you want in your life, no matter whatever the case may be. Whatever we're talking about here. It could be work because of this Emperor. You know, this could be somebody, a work partnership, or your boss or somebody. Or, you know, if you're the boss, then this would be somebody who works for you. Let's read this. To every turn, there is a season. To everything there is a season, and a time and a purpose, to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant. Oh, that was the last one, had the seeds planted. A time to reap. Well, we're in right there, a time to plant, a time to reap. In the southern hemisphere, it's a time to plant in the spring. In the northern hemisphere, it's a time to reap, the fall, the harvest, right? Where was that at? A time to really reap. A time to kill, a time to heal. Healing's in here. A time to laugh, a time to weep. Weep is in here. To everything, turn, there's a season. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down. A time to dance, a time to mourn. A time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together. A time to love, a time to hate. A time of war, a time of peace. A time you may embrace, a time you may refrain from embracing. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow. A time for love, a time for hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. Well, that's interesting. So the wheel does talk about that, and the changing of the seasons talks about that. So it's a change. There's changes coming for everybody. In your case, I think somebody, a very close associate, is going to be replaced by somebody new. Again, work, love, play, friendship. Can be, you know, there's so many scenarios that it could be. But this one's on its way out and this one's on its way in. And it's all in divine timing. Okay? Alright, Aries. I was going to say Libra. I know it's Aries. But maybe this one's a Libra, or happening in the time of Libra, after the 22nd, after the shift. But anyways, what is the animal totem for our Aries friends for September? The horse. Movement. Take a look at it. See if anything stands out to you. And do that with the cards too. If anything moves around or looks like a different word, please do believe that. Note that. Believe it. And you can leave it in the comments. I do love to hear that. Here we go. Magic, divination, astral travel, journey. Ride like the wind to the furthest reaches. Expand beyond your comfort zone and explore the realm of possibility. Well, the comfort zone seems to have been, you might have been locked in a bad situation. That can be a comfort zone. You know, the devil you know kind of thing. You know, the devil you know instead of the devil you don't know. But I'm here to tell you that It's time to let go of outworn relationships. Well, also because of everything going into Libra anyway. Especially if you're Aries rising, because that Libra is your 7th house of partnerships. That's this house. Partnerships, long-term relationships, best friends, marriages, all that stuff. Okay. All right. Hey, Aries, thanks so much for tuning in and all the ways that you support me every month. It is so appreciated through donations, liking, sharing, commenting, buying my wares. Check out the Vimeo readings. I've been mentioning that the YouTube earnings are way down, but there was a great outpouring from many people, and some people only donated $1, and that's cool, man. I mean, and you don't have to. I'm not saying you have to donate, but it is appreciated. It's all appreciated, and it all makes doing the free readings worthwhile each month for you for a few years now. So thank you again for your support. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate, and have a great month of September.